Okay, I'm going to show you a little trick here. Back in the days of having stereo systems in my cars, I actually had a car broken into. A Thunderbird Super Coupe was broken into at a Ford dealership after it had been serviced and was sitting outside overnight. And what they'd done is they took a screwdriver and violently jammed it into the lock cylinder and just started working it back and forth with a large flat-bladed screwdriver. And what happens is it turns this lock cylinder here, and once they get the cylinder broke down enough by forcing it with the screwdriver, it then actuates a cable into the actual trunk release mechanism right here. Now on the electric trunk releases on cars, this cable right here, this 3-wire connector actually drives the solenoid that's inside. So in the case of this car, the trunk's been replaced at some point before I got it, and I've never had a key for this trunk, so you might not want to do this if you want to use a key and not rely on a 12-volt electric solenoid to open your trunk. But very simple thing to do, and I do it even if I had the key to fit this trunk lid, I would still do this. But you just take this cap right here, and there's a couple of tongues on each side, and you get those tongues to release, and you pull that off. Once that's off, they can work that lock cylinder all they want with a screwdriver, and it's not going to do anything, but it won't turn this rod, and therefore won't actuate the cable. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some zip ties and just kind of zip tie this up out of the way, just to keep it from rattling around like that. And this rod right here, it comes out of the lock cylinder itself, so you'll have to kind of pack something around it, maybe even just take some hot glue and squirt it up in there, just something to keep it from rattling like that. But that's all there is to it. Once you do that, they can take a screwdriver and work at that cylinder all they want, and they'll never get into the car. At least not into the trunk like the traditional means now. When I was installing stereos, actually that was the #1 way that people were getting in the trunks, was just jamming a big old screwdriver into that lock cylinder and just working it back and forth like crazy until they finally got that cable to actuate. So that's cheap insurance right there for you guys with anything in your trunk, or just want to fuck with somebody and let them think you got something in your trunk. So hope that helps you guys out. Thanks.